Developing tonight, no charges in a controversial case involving an Ohio woman. She was facing criminal charges after suffering a miscarriage at her home. Tonight, Kelly Kennedy was in Trumbull County as health care advocates and the community rallied to support her and her 34-year-old woman.
The Warren woman was arrested back in October for the way that she handled an at-home miscarriage. Now, she was facing charges for abuse of a corpse, a felony that carries up to a year in prison. But today, a grand jury decided not to indict Brittany Watts. A rally originally planned to demand justice for 34-year-old Brittany Watts turned into a celebration Thursday.
We are not done fighting.
Her case made national headlines, as many worried what it could mean for pregnant women, as states continue to pass more restrictive reproductive health laws.
As she was hemorrhaging and writhing with pain, she had no way of knowing that the miscarriage was only the beginning of her suffering. She could not have possibly imagined that the most private situation of her life will leave her demonized and fighting for her freedom.
The Warren woman learned she was going to lose her baby days before the miscarriage happened. Watts came here to Mercy Health St. Joseph's Hospital in Warren twice before she miscarried. Her attorney said delays and other issues led to her leaving both times without receiving treatment. Court records say doctors at the Catholic hospital told her that the fetus she was carrying wasn't viable, and she needed to be induced or could be at risk for death. The young woman miscarried in the toilet of her home. When she went to the hospital after, a nurse called 911. Prosecutors said the 22-week-old fetus was found stuck in the pipes. An autopsy concluded the fetus died in utero. Todd Johnson is the Reverend of Second Baptist Church and the president of Action of Mahoning Valley. He's also known Watts for years.
I think that this situation provides a teaching moment for our community, as well as law enforcement, the medical community, and those in the court system. And that hopefully, whether the laws need to be adjusted or updated or interpreted and carried out differently, that we would have a different way of handling how females deal with pregnancy loss, and that this should not be criminalized.
With the weight of the world finally off her shoulders, Watts thanked those who stood by her.
I want to thank my community, Warren, Ohio. I was born here, I was raised here, I graduated high school here, and I'm going to continue to stay here because I have to continue to fight.
Reporting in Warren, Kelly Kennedy, 19 News.